Hello friends, welcome to CEC Gurukul Live Lectures. Dear friends, this is our session on career counseling called Pratibha Samvardhan. Dear friends, we are discussing in detail on personal statement. We are discussing what to do and what not to do while creating your personal statement if you really wish to go abroad, if you are applying for the universities in foreign land. Friends, for this discussion, we have with us in our studios Ms. Bhavika. Ms. Bhavika is a clinical psychologist and a study abroad counselor. So friends, if you have any question in mind, do talk to us. Ask your questions through our toll-free number. Our number is 1-800-110-430. We are ready to take your calls. Till then, we have more to learn from Ms. Bhavika. Let's welcome our guest, Ms. Bhavika, once again. Hello, Ms. Bhavika.
Thank you so much, Ms. Kitika. It's such a pleasure talking to you about one of the important changes that are ongoing in our country right now. We see so many students going out to their preferred destinations, keeping in mind their future, their aspirations, their goals. So, some of the few countries that we will undertake as the destinations which are most preferred by the students are maybe US, UK, Canada, Europe. In this session particularly, we are talking about UK and the personal statements in the UK. So, my dear audience, we just talked about all the necessities and prerequisites of a personal statement ranging from introduction to conclusion. Now, we have a university known as London School of Economics, which is very, very famous, very renowned, very reputed, that you all might have heard of. So, LSE का personal statement थोड़ा सा vary करता है than the other universities that we have under UCAS. So, what is the difference? 80% academics को देखता है LSE, which makes it different from the other universities. Other universities are a range of like 50-50, 50% academics, 50% extracurriculars and other things. But LSE is one university which sees 80% academics. So, अगर आप ऐसे इंसान है who is applying or who is wanting to apply for LSE, your academics should be very, very competitive. 80% academics, 20% extracurricular, because LSE looks for applicants who engage academically with the subject they're applying for. So, having said that, now I have a few examples to share with you जो आपके thoughts को ऐसे show करेगा whether they are original or whether they feel like they have been taken from somewhere else. So, just look at some examples. I believe that Hart's conception of the law is more convincing as it recognizes human limitations. This thought shows that you have originality, you have that creativity that you can form a personal statement for yourself. For example, you are going for a subject for economics. Although many conservative economists have already dismissed such suggestions, I think that disregarding any certain factor is against the essence of economics, as every factor plays an important role towards the happening of the event. इस statement में अगर ये एक बच्चा लिखेगा तो it will definitely show that the person is showcasing his or her viewpoint towards this. So this will come under originality. Now, a less convincing example we might take. The universe around us is in a constant forward and backward spiral to reach our ultimate goal, equilibrium. Now, you might want to focus on the language that has been used by the student, which is not very, very resonating kind of a language. The language should be clear, precise, and kind of the one that me, for example, if I am seeing your personal statement, I should be able to relate with what you have written. A 12-year-old girl got home from school one day and decided to pick up a book in the family office room that was entitled Tots. Puzzled, she began to read out the genuine curiosity. That girl was me. This is not the kind of a language that the person will be hoping for, because this does not show any kind of a formal language which should be included in your personal statement. So this is one thing. Organization, language, grammar should be included in your personal statement. Now, this is one example, a kind which which should show that आपकी personal statement कैसी होनी चाहिए. You might read it for your further reference. This is a kind of an example which is suitable of how your personal statement should look like. See, students, parents, there are a lot of universities which will ask you for personal statements. So if you want to get into the admission for your preferred course, for your preferred university, it is very, very important that आप पर्सनल स्टेटमेंट पे अपना 100% ध्यान दें. एंड मे बी इट विल टेक यू अ वाइल टू डू इट. इट विल नॉट बी वेरी इजी, इट विल नॉट बी वेरी फास्ट, वेरी क्विक, बट what you have to do is just put out your heart, whatever you feel like from the starting. जब आपने चूज किया जिस टाइम कि मुझे ये कोर्स करना है, यहाँ करना है, तब से लेके अब तक, whatever thoughts you have in your mind, you just have to put them on a paper, make it organized and create a perfect personal statement for yourself, which will guarantee your admission into that preferred university of yours. So that's it from my side for this course. I'll hope to see you soon again. Thank you, my audience.
Thank you, Ms. Bhavika, for giving us this wonderful session where we discussed in detail about how to create personal statement, and you also specifically stressed on the do's and the don'ts, which are very, very necessary. Now, there are some questions which are in my mind I would like to ask from you, so that my questions are also clarified, as well as the students who might be having same questions would get an idea. Now, when we talk about the personal statement, and as you yourself have explained over here, what should be the language, how the language should be. Now, someone's communication skills, specifically writing skills, if we talk about here, are important. What should be the weight of the writing?
मैम, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल द राइटिंग शुड बी इन सच अ वे कि अगर सामने वाला बंदा आपका एप्लीकेशन, आपका पर्सनल स्टेटमेंट खोल रहा है, फर्स्ट थिंग उसको ऐसा नहीं लगना चाहिए कि ये किसी और ने लिखा है. यू शुड बी ट्रू. यू शुड नॉट पुट फॉरवर्ड योर सेल्फ एज समवन you are not. You should be your true self when you are writing, when you are putting your thoughts forward. The word limit, as I told you, would be 4,000 characters. One thing, अगर उस इंसान के communication skills अच्छे नहीं हैं, one way of correcting them might be taking feedback from other people. जब हम लोगों का फीडबैक लेंगे, वी विल अंडरस्टैंड, वी विल गेट अ पॉइंट कि यहाँ पे मे बी आई हैव टू वर्क पर्टिकुलरली ऑन दिस पार्ट ऑफ माई पर्सनल स्टेटमेंट. सो योर ओरिजिनलिटी एंड फीडबैक वुड बी द टू थिंग्स दैट आई विल 101% recommend if you want a good personal statement for yourself.
So second knowledge हम बिल्कुल, यानी कि हम किसी से कंसल्ट जरूर कर सकते हैं आफ्टर प्रिपेयरिंग द स्टेटमेंट.
Yes, that's much needed because sometimes you have certain strengths which you yourself are not aware of. The people close to you, your friends, your family might tell you something which might help you creating a better personal statement.
Now, when we are talking about personal statement, तो लगता है कि हम कोई बहुत ही भारी भरकम शब्द का इस्तेमाल कर रहे हैं. And when we are applying for foreign countries, foreign land, foreign universities, तो ऐसे में and we are very keen towards, getting admission there. तो personal statement बहुत बड़ा statement लगता है. Now, what should be the length of this personal statement? क्या कोई एक typed format हमारे पास होता है, या फिर it's a kind of an essay we need to write?
मैम सी, ऐसा कोई फॉर्मेट हमारे पास नहीं है कि यू नो दैट यू हैव टू रिस्ट्रिक्ट टू दिस पार्ट. सो वी हैव काइंड्स ऑफ टॉपिक्स लाइक पहले हम इंट्रोडक्शन देंगे, देन वील टॉक अबाउट एकेडमिक्स, आर एक्स्ट्रा करिकुलर्स, व्हाटएवर वी हैव डन थ्रू आउट आवर लाइफ, वी हैव टू पुट आवर लाइफ इन फ्रंट ऑफ देम एंड हाउ द एस्पिरेशंस फॉल इन लाइन विद द कॉज दैट वी आर ऑप्टिंग फॉर. सो येस, यू आर करेक्ट ऑन योर पाथ दैट जब बच्चों को दिखता है कि बहुत ही competitive है वो space and they are just inclined towards getting that course. So what students do, they try to put in certain things which might not look very, very natural. So originality, one thing, कि आपको अपना application बिल्कुल crisp, clear रखना है, neither too short nor too lengthy. ठीक है, 4,000 words will be the limit for this. Maybe the two sides of an A4 size sheet. First of all, include everything you find the most important. Maybe they can form a hierarchy. सबसे important ये है मेरे लिए कि ये तो मुझे डालना ही है अपने application में, going towards the least important. keeping in mind the length and how lengthy your personal statement should be. ज़्यादा लंबी होगी तो the person might not read it. ज़्यादा छोटा होगा the person might think that you have nothing to talk about. So it will be very, very organized, and you have to keep the length in mind and then proceed further with it.
As you have yourself explained how hierarchy to be maintained. Now the question arises, is there any chronology which is required to be followed? For example, पहले academics ही आना चाहिए, फिर हमारे interest ही आने चाहिए.
If we see a typical format जो बना नहीं है as such, but what we should follow is that पहले आपके academics आएंगे, उनको they will fall in line with your experiences. आप पहले academics लेंगे, then afterwards you will talk about other things because they are the initial things that you have done in your life. ठीक है? Everything can be merged as in कि everything can be seen as they are correlating with each other. Your experience is correlating with your academics. So it should be formed in such a way that it looks organized, and your overall application should look appealing to the person reading it.
जैसे हम कहते हैं हम अपनी ज़िंदगी में कुछ की वर्ड्स होते हैं जिसकी वजह से वी विन पीपल, वी विन द सिचुएशंस. क्या ये फॉर्मेट वो की वर्ड्स को अपने पर्सनल स्टेटमेंट्स में डालना, जिनसे जनरली हम अपने आप को खुद भी आइडेंटिफाई करते हैं या जब अपने आप को लोगों के आगे प्रेजेंट करना हो, वी यूज दोज की वर्ड्स, क्या यहाँ पर वो फॉलो कर सकते हैं हम?
Definitely we can do that because ये keywords, they are the essence of our life, right? And if we put the essence of our life into something that we are writing, obviously the person will know us better. If the person will know us better, they will resonate with us and they will feel like this person should be here in our course. So yes, that's much needed, and that one thing should be done.
Do we incorporate our example like our personal strength or weaknesses? क्या वो personal statement में दी जाती हैं?
Definitely. As I told you earlier, personal statement और statement of purpose में एक यही major difference है कि statement of purpose, as the name suggests, purpose, आपका purpose क्या है ये subject choose करने का, वो आएगा आपके statement of purpose में. Personal statement is just deriving from the word personal. तो आप अपनी academics, अपनी personal life सबको integrate करके एक document बना रहे हैं. So yes, you will definitely include your personal experiences as well.
आपने जिस तरह से बताया था कि यूके में और स्पेशली हम अगर बात करें लंदन स्कूल ऑफ इकोनॉमिक्स की, वहाँ पर जब पर्सनल स्टेटमेंट देखा जाता है सर्टेन क्राइटेरियाज आर फॉलोड. तो क्या जब पर्सनल स्टेटमेंट हम बनाते हैं डिफरेंट यूनिवर्सिटीज़ के लिए, हम जब अप्लाई कर रहे हैं चाहे वो डिफरेंट कंट्रीज़ क्यों ना हो, तो क्या कुछ डिफरेंस आता है उस पर्सनल स्टेटमेंट को देखने का जिस यूनिवर्सिटी में अप्लाई कर रहे हैं?
मैम सी मोर और लेस अगर हम एज अ होल पर्सनल स्टेटमेंट की बात करें, दे विल बी काइंड ऑफ सेम. LSE को मैंने इसलिए पॉइंट आउट किया बिकॉज इट इज वन यूनिवर्सिटी इन द यूके विच फोकसेस मोर ऑन एकेडमिक्स. ठीक है, देयर माइट बी सम निटी-ग्रिटीज हियर एंड देयर, बट ओवरऑल दिस इज व्हाट अ पर्सनल स्टेटमेंट आस्क्स यू टू डू.
अब जैसे आपने खुद कहा कि हम जो अपना पर्सनल स्टेटमेंट बना रहे हैं वो कितने ऑनेस्ट हैं उसको लिखते हुए, उसको क्रिएट करते हुए, इट मेक्स अ डिफरेंस. नाउ डू वी गिव सम रेफरेंसेस आल्सो सो दैट वी कुड जस्टिफाई व्हाटएवर वी हैव रिटन इज ट्रू?
ऑफ कोर्स इफ सपोज कि अगर आपने कोर्स किया है, अगर यू इलैबोरेट ऑन दैट कोर्स, आपने एक इंटर्नशिप करी है, यू विल मेंशन वेयर यू हैव डन दैट इंटर्नशिप, हाउ दैट इंटर्नशिप हैज हेल्प्ड यू टू अंडरस्टैंड सम न्यू थिंग्स. ठीक है, एंड वो नई चीजें आपको अपने कोर्स के लिए कैसे हेल्प कर सकती हैं. आप एक लिमिट तो रखेंगे ही अपने एप्लीकेशन में, बट इतनी भी लिमिट नहीं कि यू कैन नॉट एलैबोरेट ऑन द थिंग्स. If you have told something, a USP about yourself, you have all the right to justify that I have earned that achievement because I have done this and I have done this. So yes, you can do that, of course.
If I'm applying to different universities in a particular country, would a single statement of the statement जो है हमारा, ये हमारे लिए काम करेगा या हमें अलग-अलग बनाना होगा?
Yes, of course. One single, if for example you are taking the course Bachelor of Business, so that one personal statement will help you, achieve your goal to get that admission. So yes, you need to focus on that one particular document itself.
what are those grounds on which the statement is cancelled or rejected कि ये तो सही नहीं है?
Right. So as we talk about the don'ts, उसमें हमारा ये था कि जो आपका इंट्रोडक्शन है वो बहुत ही नॉर्मल मीडियोकर नहीं होना चाहिए, क्योंकि वो पहली लाइन है जो इंसान पढ़ेगा आपके एप्लीकेशन को लेके. इट हैज टू बी वेरी वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग, वेरी वेरी अपीलिंग. Introduction should be good. You should not elaborate it so much that the person is not able to go ahead with your application itself. You should include everything. And do not think that maybe I am overdoing it. So you should include everything that you find important. And also conclusion is very very important. Communication skills, grammatical errors अगर आपके application में दिखे तो it might lead to rejection. Proper introduction, proper body, proper conclusion and proper communication skills is very very important. These are some elements which will judge whether you get an admission or not.
As you yourself told that personal statement are very important, but हम उसी को neglect करते हैं, सोचते हैं आखिरी वक्त में हम personal statement पर काम करेंगे. Because हमारे जितने भी students हैं वो पहले ही decide कर लेते हैं. For example, जो हमारे undergraduate students हैं, that they want to go abroad and pursue their studies there. So since when they should start thinking and creating and collecting all the content?
Okay, this I will answer by just saying as soon as possible. If you are in your 12th, if you are in your 11th, start writing about yourself कि this is what I have done, this is what I have achieved in life. Because end में जाके जब आप उसको compile करोगे, so that one document will be like a shortcut to your entire life. So there is no time to start writing a personal statement. You can definitely start writing the draft anytime that you want. But of course, students सोचते हैं कि studying abroad is a very very easy procedure. It is not. It takes a lot of time to go through all the formalities, everything, and इसके बीच में they just forget this important thing. So that is the reason that why we took up this topic in the first place. So yes, students, if you are someone who is wanting to apply abroad or anywhere outside India, so just start writing, start forming your personal statement as soon as possible. Maybe not the final one, but at least initiate it. That's what I would suggest you to do.
Though I hope we have discussed more about the undergraduate students. Now, what about the postgraduate students? How they should look towards a personal statement and how should they be prepared?
Ma'am, when we talk about personal statements, main चीजें जो हमें चाहिए that are already being discussed. The one difference, जो main difference आता है ना पोस्ट ग्रेजुएट और अंडर ग्रेजुएट कोर्सेज में, वो ये आता है कि जो अंडर ग्रेजुएट के कोर्सेज होते हैं वो हमारे UCAS के थ्रू फिल होते हैं एंड पोस्ट ग्रेजुएट कोर्सेज हमारे इंडिविजुअल वेबसाइट्स पे जाके सपोज कि कॉलेज टू कॉलेज फिल होते हैं. वी हैव टू पिक कॉलेज वन बाय वन एंड मे बी all the colleges have their separate requirements or separate essays to be submitted to their own college, which is just relevant to their own requirements. So yes, that depends on college to college itself.
How important it is for one to talk to oneself before creating or before writing a personal statement? क्योंकि क्या होता है जनरली जब हम किसी चीज़ के बारे में नहीं जानते हैं तो हम दूसरों से रेफरेंसेस मांगते हैं, लेट्स हैव अ लुक, और उस रेफरेंसेस के वजह से क्या होता है दूसरों की बातें हमारे दिमाग में छप जाती हैं. सो हाउ इम्पोर्टेंट इट इज़ कि हम खुद से कितना बात करें एंड देन वी क्रिएट अ स्टेटमेंट.
राइट, टोटली अग्रीड. सेल्फ रिफ्लेक्शन इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. While preparing a personal statement, आपको ये देखना है कि who am I? Just think of yourself someone who is a stranger. सामने वाला बंदा आपके पास आ रहा है, he doesn't know you at all. How will you present yourself to the person so that the person likes you or wants you to get their college or wants you to join them? So these are something which you can include while starting to create a personal statement. Be true, be honest, do not try to fake anything, of course. Self-reflection, as I said, you should know about yourself, your awareness. And one thing also, sometimes, as ma'am said, it was completely correct, कि कभी कभी हम लोगों की बात सुन के influence हो जाते हैं, that maybe some people are there who might try to demotivate us as well. So this is one thing that we have to take care of, that what are we and why are we doing what are we doing. So self reflection is the most important thing while considering a personal statement.
Now, last but not the least, what is the most important thing you would like to suggest all the students who wish to go abroad? And before going abroad, of course, they need to prepare the personal statement. The statement becomes very, very important for them. So what suggestion you would like to give them?
Okay, I'll talk to you as a whole. Suppose you are someone who has just completed your 12th. आपने बोला कि मम्मा मुझे बाहर जाना है. See, you know nothing about outside. It's just that मेरा friend जा रहा है तो मुझे भी बाहर जाना है. First of all, you have to know that why are you willing to go out. There are multiple things to take care of when one is wishing to go out. It is not just about your admission. It is about everything else. You're living. How are you going to, adjust yourself there? What course are you opting for? Opting the course of your choice is very, very important. जाने से पहले आपको ये समझना बहुत important है कि आप एक वो कोर्स चूज करें जो आपके थिंकिंग से अलाइन करता हो, मैच करता हो. So, knowing what you will observe, what you will experience after going out, one. Second, your preferred course. Third, your preferred destination, which is the best place, where I can fit in the best. And also filling in the applications on time, starting at a perfect time. Do not be very late, because as you know that it is a very, very competitive world, and the applications that are submitted earlier might get a little bit of more preference. I would not say preference, but yeah, since they are submitted earlier than you, so they might be read earlier and they might be initiated earlier than yours. तो जल्दी से जल्दी अपना एप्लीकेशन सबमिट करें, एंड जल्दी में इतना नहीं कि पर्सनल स्टेटमेंट पे ध्यान नहीं दें. पर्सनल स्टेटमेंट पे, दैट्स व्हाई आई सेड, आज के दिन अगर आपने डिसाइड किया दैट दिस इज द डे आई हैव डिसाइडेड आई हैव टू गो आउट, द फर्स्ट थिंग, स्टार्ट वर्किंग ऑन योर पर्सनल स्टेटमेंट. So yeah, that's it.
Thank you, Ms. Bhavika. Thank you so much for giving us this wonderful session. And as you have wonderfully quoted that we should know what we want and why we want. That is the most important ingredient for everybody's life, and it should be followed in our lives every day, I feel so. So dear friends, if you have any feedback regarding this particular lecture, do write to us at cecgurukul.live@gmail.com. We are going to upload this lecture on YouTube for you, and afterwards you can, of course, access the lecture and write to us, ask questions, give feedback. We are waiting for your feedbacks. And next Thursday, we are going to meet again with another wonderful topic on career counseling. Till then, take care. Goodbye. Thank you so much.